All right. One, it's decided in the courts, not on TV. But two, it's a Pyrrhic victory. The Democrats don't have the Congress. They don't have the courts almost in totem. They don't have the Supreme Court. They don't have the entirety of the police. The Fraternal Order of Police no longer trust the Democratic Party. You could guarantee that the sheriffs and the prison system workers are probably going to slowly have to turn against the Democratic Party as the Democratic Party gives in to their most dumbass elements. So, what kind of victory is this? Now, the best part about it is then this thing of, oh, well, now there will be people who can have just a little bit of heroin and meth on them. What kind of victory is this? Who's going to go to a college if they are part of the population that might think that they will just simply be discriminated against, or they're Asian and you actually legally can now keep them out of colleges to give the blacks their seat? What kind of victory is this supposed to be? And then the best part of all is, like, the Republicans are going to stop investigating what happened in Ukraine. I mean, this is one of the best parts of all, is now the CIA is fucked up so bad. Of course we have to investigate Ukraine now. And then it gets even better. At some point, everyone's going to find out what happened in Ukraine. And that's the beauty of it. That's going to be the best. The best part of this is going to be that moment where they're like, wait a second. You mean the Simon Wiesenthal Center? You mean these people who Joe Biden did business with were known and well known to be neo-Nazis? That Hunter Biden was getting fed crack from his dealings with Ukrainian Nazis. This is beautiful. I mean, like, really, like, and then on top of it, where is Kamala Harris going? Like, if their rallies were so shitty already, their rallies were so sparse and they were so unpopular from the beginning. They literally pissed off everybody who is a Bernie Sanders fan and a Tulsi Gabbard fan. Like, you've lost huge swaths of the party because you literally fucked them. You fucked them in the ass. So this was the beauty. Even Dan Raleigh, the guy who told everybody that Bernie Sanders got ripped off and told us how Bernie Sanders got ripped off, even that fag is now cheering on the coronation of Biden by the news agencies. I love it. I love knowing, not even just a feeling, but knowing I'm so much superior. I just love knowing, like, you all have the inferior reading ability and logical comprehension. You have no morality or ethics at all. You are literally supporting somebody who has collaborated with neo-Nazis. And then the best part of it all is, by the end of this, when everybody finds out that the entire Middle East is going to tell Biden to eat shit, that's the best part of it all. Nobody knows why Saudi Arabia and all these countries, why Israel and all these countries have made peace. Like, nobody really knows why. And it's because nobody really understands. The Iran nuke deal is absolutely not going to happen. And now, so Biden is stuck. If Biden actually takes office, Biden's stuck. He has nobody in Israel or Saudi Arabia who will support him. He has maybe the Qatari and Pakistani intelligence communities. But that's falling apart too, because now Afghanistan has told everybody Osama bin Laden was in Pakistan because the CIA put him there. And this is, I mean, who is he going to call upon to help him? The Russians can't trust Biden at this stage. Like, I mean, they have him by the short and curlies because of everything they have on him in Ukraine. Like, what's he gonna do? What kind of victory is this supposed to be for the Democrats? Like, I'm just loving this. Like, that it's this thing of they thought that Donald Trump was going to go into office and be hobbled by scandal. And what he wasn't hobbled by scandal. He was hobbled by morons and retards and people who are rejects from society and people who are fundamentally inferior. Now, and then plain out racists, white liberal racists, and black racists. And then LGBTQ socialists who are just losers. And then on top of that's even better. That people think that things are going to be cool with BLM. Oh no. No. And then the best part about it is the black vote's fractured. And it's not like these are going to be people who are going to say, oh, it's cool. No, of course not. This is again where it's like white liberals are just not understanding other groups of people who are different than them. Black Americans are going to remember this for a generation. They're going to remember this for a generation. That it was like the white liberals literally used crackheads, junkies, and dope fiends, dope dealers, and men who beat women up to become then these representative supposedly heroes of black America because the police supposedly did something bad to them. This is supposed to be the hero story now. So that like Freddie Gray, dope dealer, fucking Mike Brown, dude who assaulted cops and robbed some guy for a pack of blunts. Like, all of these people are supposed to be heroes. And then it's like, I'm sorry, maybe to like people who like burning down police stations, these guys are heroes. But to most of black America, these guys were losers. And this is great. And it's like, what kind of victory do you think you guys have? It's so gold. This is gold. Like, what kind of victory is this supposed to be? You know, and then most of all is then Kamala Harris, your mama Harris. Literally a woman who actually broke up black support for the Democrats. Black people didn't vote for Democrats this time because of Kamala Harris. That you had guys who had been let out of prison praising Donald Trump, and that there's a bunch of white liberals who are like, but Kamala Harris is the real thing. This is beautiful. Honestly, I know people are going to be like, oh, so black-pilled. No. They have nothing. And then the beautiful part is, all we've got to do is make sure we just keep calling Marco Rubio a joto. All we got to do is beat the shit out of anybody who steps out of line. Anybody who steps out of line with nationalist policy, we just fucking trounce them. We just make them wish they weren't born. This is the beautiful part now. Now, oddly enough, the Republican lawyers get, this is it. People like Rekieta have no choice now. That's the other part of this. It's beautiful. Is everybody who is even remotely moderate, they have no choice now. They have no place to go. They know now, like, because what are we supposed to do? Who are we supposed to trust? Suddenly we're supposed to come to the table and talk to the Democrats about policy? Serious. Seriously. Now, you see, because you guys are so trustworthy and you're such upright, moral people, you literally were burning down police stations and excusing the burning down of police stations, doing everything you can to be like, well, it's not exactly a riot. It's like a protest that got out of hand again for 100-something days. I love it. And then this is the best part too. You lost everything. You lost it all. You guys know you lost it all. That's the best part about all of this, is this whole thing of like this obviously inferior vegetarian, low protein, low testosterone, effeminate mind of the liberal, is that it's like you probably didn't win. You know you didn't win. So that's the worst part of it all, is that you're kind of happy that you succeeded in cheating. And then why do you think this is going to work out well for you guys? Where do you live? You live where there's other Democrats. So what's going to happen? You're going to be forced to wear a mask, you stupid bastards. They're going to make you wear this idiot, this dotard whose son is a crack huffing huckster, that you guys literally are going, you're happy he's going to tell you to muzzle up. You're happy about this. You're like pigs in shit. Like, yeah, and then Biden's gonna, and it's like, who's Biden, who is going to make a deal with Biden? What legislature is going to help this guy out? I'm sorry, is there a Supreme Court that is no, nothing. You guys have nothing. You don't even have, the best part about this really is the down ballot. This obviously was that Republicans did it. They went down ballot. R, and then when you guys cheated, you fucked up and didn't go down ballot. You needed to go down ballot if you were going to cheat and make it look so bad, which probably that's the other part, is that the lawyers are going to make you guys look like fucking shit. And this is the whole thing. Democrats, you're not smart, good-looking people. Let's just get flat out. You're not really awesome, good-looking, amazing people. Some of you are, maybe even a good portion of you are not hideous. But now it's this thing of like, no, you actually are, you guys barely pulled off cheating. And without the news, without media helping you cheat, you could not have done it. And that the mathematics of it don't work, because it seems like basically a whole bunch of people voted for Biden for president and for no other person. This is beautiful. It's just beautiful, because now there we go. And now you guys are going after each other for failing. You're going after each other for failing. And then the beauty is, and now you have AOC talking about creating lists of people. Oh, I'm sure this is not going to backfire on you. Don't worry. This is totally not going to be something that's going to get brought up over and over and over again. Oh, no. No. This wasn't that we said that's what you guys would do, that you would come up with assassination lists. We've been right about everything you guys have fucked up on. We were right that you would start assassinating people. We were right about it all. And so this is going to be the beauty of it, is that eventually you guys are, it's just, this is going to me, the chaos of this is just going to be hilarious, because you can't run things using chaos. You can't run things using chaos. BLM isn't a real movement. It's some weird LGBTQ movement, and you don't have enough black support for it. They're going to have to go after people like Ice Cube. Ice Cube was literally like, I secured this many millions and millions of dollars for black Americans. And now you guys you fucked it up. You fucked it up. You screwed it. All the money that's supposed to go to black colleges. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. It'll probably go in the pocket of one of Biden's buddies or another Democrat. You guys totally fucked up. And the minute you try to do anything substantive, like oh, we're going to take down the wall, that isn't going to happen. You're going to run into 10 trillion lawsuits. You'll never pull it off. Nobody will even physically let you do it. You won't even be able to you won't be able to get the funding for a single thing you want. The best part about it is, this is the best part really, is the minute Biden's in office, guess what he's going to have to do? You motherfuckers are going to beg. You're going to beg for a bailout. And now you're not going to get a fucking dime. You're not going to get shit. Nobody has any reason to help you now at all. It doesn't matter if you're like, well, then we won't help with the tornadoes. And no, I'm sorry, we have the legislature. No, all the disaster money, it's going to go where it's supposed to go. Things, all that kind of stuff. No, you fucked up. Because farmers are important. Rioters and black people who beg for things and people who aren't even citizens aren't important. And now you're going to find out how not important you are. Because every Republican who starts going up there going, but I feel for something the Democrats say, I'm Marco Rubio and I'm a bitch. And he's going to be like, and people are going to be like, listen, Joto, shut the fuck up. And it's going to be beautiful. What up?
Caramel apple?
Yeah! Right on.
I gotta go back to therapy.
All right. Whoa! Caramel apple. Hell yeah. I mean, so that's all it is. What kind of victory was this? Even if it ends up where Biden supposedly is the winner, what kind of victory could it possibly be in the long run? What could you possibly get out of this? Do you really think Obama cares that suddenly we're going to be like, okay, sure, Obamacare? No, it's not going to happen. It's over. The individual mandate, we're going to just, no, it's never going to happen. And then on top of it, remember, now there's nothing but the Trump people, because the never Trumpers helped Biden out, and you guys don't want to have anything to do with them, and we don't want to have anything to do with them, and nobody likes them. So it's going to be even worse now for them. And any Republican anybody who's not a nationalist especially if they're, but we got to think about Israel. Yoink, yoink. Right out. And this is the beauty now. Now they can't fuck up and keep talking about how Israel this, Israel that. Now they can't do that. Because Trump's not in there. Trump's not in there. So if the Republicans are like, but Israel, it was like, well, fuck you. Who cares? Fuck you. Israel's over there. This is America. You guys already fucked this up. You guys fucked this up. Trump shouldn't have had any of this shit happening to him in the first place. You Republicans fucked this up. Now you're going to do what we want, because we are definitely voting you the fuck out if you don't. You know, all the Jotos are going to learn how to not take dick up the ass. They're going to learn how to not suck dick anymore, and they're going to learn how to talk with a deep voice. Suddenly Marco Rubio is going to grow in a beard and talk with a deep voice and not a little girl voice. This is going to be fucking amazing.